Hello guys, welcome to Frenat Farms. We are in the forest right now. In our last video, we talked about how one can acquire land through the ebunu, through the ebusa, through hiring and through buying. But we are going to talk to somebody who is going to tell us how he got his land without buying. And this is where his farm is located. So follow me and let's get to the farm. As you can see me in my boots, it means we are going to do a lot of walking and a lot of working today. So please, let's go. Those places near Kwefo Nyinase. Kwefo Nyinase is in the central region of Ghana and it is very close to Kwefo Praso. It has forests around, which is best. The land is very good for oil palm plantation, and that is even the main reason why we've come here. So we're talking to the farmer. He will tell us more about how he got his land. He did not buy the land, as I said earlier. He did not buy the land. He's going to tell us how you can get land in Ghana for free. You not pay anything for it. The terms and conditions that goes with it and everything that one needs to know to acquire such lands here in Ghana. So stay tuned. If you have not subscribed to Frenat Farms, please try and do so. Let's go talk to this gentleman. Nti ahwefo a mohwe me e wo Ghana enne amaman a e wo wiase afa na nyina no makwa abade ba Frenat Farms. Aha de yakasa fa afuye anakuyaye nsem ho na yaka nneema a yebeye so beboa yen ma yen mfude nso etumi adimu. Minim se me maame afia a wo Germany o rehwe bisisi a me da wase pansa abri biara wo hwe Frenat Farms. Nia e wo ha ne se enanum aba biai bia yes Ghana ha no pass asase a utumi to utumi nso hai na ye wo ebunu ene ebusa nso nti asase a maba so ene eye obi asase a ono wanto eye asase a waje a odi bedua abe no wadua bi na aka bi nti ye ne saa onipa yi ba bekasa na wa kire yen kwan a ofa so a onya na asase yi a odi ba beye na abafu a wanto yi na aboa afoforo nso ma matumi asua se ne ebi a won kura sika pudu a wode beto asase a okwan a betumi afa so mo manya asase wo Ghana ha etumi ri aye won afu ene ohawo nso a wahia ewo saa kwan yi a ofa so a odenya na asase yi nso ho nti mepa mocho monko so na monhwe se won subscribe to Frenat Farms nso ye dia mesra wo se wo be subscribe na wasua Ghana ha se ne abenya asase se ne abeye wafu se ne abeye usika ene wafu ye ma edimu monko so anhwe me damo ase. So guys, the man is here. That's the owner of the land. It's here. He's going to tell us more about how he got to know about the land, even where it is located, very far in the bush, how he got to know about it, and the terms and conditions that came with it. So we would like to know how you got your land. First of all, the land is very far away from town. How did you hear about it even before you decided to come in for it?
All right, so one day I was in my office when a friend came to inform me that there is land which the owners want to give it out for somebody to farm on it. So quickly, before then, I was thinking of venturing into farming.
Okay.
So I just booked the appointment, came to look at it, and it was good for me. So I went to the owners to talk about it.
Can you tell my viewers the terms that they gave?
All right, so this one it's for Abunu. I didn't buy it outright.
Okay.
Yeah, so the owners were not willing to sell the land out permanently.
Okay.
Yeah, but they wanted somebody who will farm on it, and then after that the produce will be shared into two.
Okay.
What we call the abunu.
Abunu. Okay.
Yes, so that was the terms given me.
Okay. So in that case, how many years will you be farming on the land?
Oh, it depends on your capacity, but once the produce is established on the farm, until you have cleared, for instance, if it is this one is oil palm.
Okay.
So until your oil palm is overgrown and you use it for palm wine or whatever, the land will still be yours.
Okay.
So if 30 years, 35 years, or even 50 years, and you decided not to clear the land of the oil palm you have planted on it, the land will still be in your possession. That is
Okay.
after you have shared it into two and you have your portion.
Okay.
But as soon as you decide that your oil palm is overgrown, and for that matter, you want to get rid of it, the land will no longer be yours again to plant a new one.
Okay.
If you want to still use it to plant a new one, then you have to renew the terms.
The terms. Okay. So in acquiring this land, are you giving the kind of crop to plant on it, or you yourself decide what you want to plant?
It is in two ways. Initially, I thought of using it to plant cocoa. And because I am the investor, they will have to accept mine.
Okay.
Yes, but later when we started the project, we realized that the land is not too good for cocoa production.
Okay.
But oil palm will be rather good. So we talked it over with them again and then converted it into oil palm production.
Okay. So guys, I think we heard about him talking about ebunu. The first time we heard of ebunu on this channel was in my last video where Mr. Ayu talked about ebunu, ebusa, and then buying the land outright or hiring it. So if you don't have the money, that is one good way to go about getting your land for your farm. But we'd like to know whether those terms, the ebunu, ebusa, comes with its own challenges, or whether he has met any challenges so far with these terms.
As for the challenges, I would not want to call it challenges as such, rather advantages and disadvantages of the kind of or the terms and conditions for which I acquired these ones. You know, if it was an outright sale, that would have meant that the land would have been my bona fide property.
Yeah.
And anything I plant on it becomes mine.
Yeah.
But because it is abunu, you have one time limit for which you have to start the project on it, because you can't just go in and take somebody's virgin forest land and just put it there.
Okay.
Once it is abunu, the person is looking forward that maybe in 2-3 years you should start the project, and maybe in 5 years you should finish, so that the person can also get their portion. But if it is a virgin land, you can acquire it, put it down at your own ample time when you are ready to start the farm. The farm.
Okay.
Then also, because it is abunu, one of the terms and conditions are that when you grow your produce, you have to share it into two with them. So when we plant maize or whatever, I will have to, they have their portion in it.
Okay.
But if I bought it outright sale, that would have meant that everything I plant on it would have been mine. So these are some of the advantages and disadvantages of the conditions.
Okay, so you said that when you plant whatever you want to plant, after you have harvested, the land goes back to the owners. That is, in case you want to plant again, you do new terms and conditions.
Yeah.
So when you planted the cocoa and the cocoa did not do well, how did they handle this?
Yes, so we have to go to them again and tell them that the cocoa was not doing well. So as I already said, the person acquiring the land who will do the investment will have to have a say. So when I went initially, they were opting for oil palm.
Okay.
But I decided that I want cocoa farm.
Okay.
And because they cannot do it and now I'm investing, they had no option than to oblige to my request. Yes. Now that it was not doing well, that I went, I have to go to them again to renegotiate. So when we went, they have to give me a new conditions again. So that was it. I didn't just convert it from cocoa to oil palm. Yes, okay. I was given a new terms.
Okay.
And we bargain it. And I have to pay something small.
Okay.
In order to do that conversion.
Okay.
But it wasn't as though I was newly going to them to acquire the land.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do they take to signify that or to show that yes, you have really had some sort of agreement with them? Do you do paperwork? Do you make some documents, some legalities somewhere here or there?
Yes. So this one, for instance, they requested for a fee.
Okay.
There were agreements. Okay. So we sat down, myself together with my witnesses, and then the family. It's actually a family land. Okay. So the family also brought people, and then we both sat down and then talk over things with it. Yeah. So the witnesses charged us. They charged us because in law, when there is no paper agreement, though that is the best, when there are two or more witnesses to attest to a particular fact on a matter, it is legal binding. Okay. Yes. So they charged fee because according to them, should anything happen and they be called, they will have to witness. Okay. So they charged a fee for being between us. Okay. So apart from the witnesses fee that they charge, did the family also take some money from you? Yes. Okay. The family also charge their fee per acre. Okay. Yes. And what else did they also take? Oh, apart from that, there was nothing again. No drinks were taken. No drinks were taken. Okay, guys, so we are all learning. If you want the land, you have so many ways of getting it. Don't be stuck home. Don't use land or your not having land as an excuse to not start your farm. This year, 2024, you can start your farm if you want to. And you can use this ebunu, ebusa. You can even hide the land to start your farm. Let's go back to him for him to tell us the size of the land and whether he wants to use all for oil palm or he wants to use some for something else, but majorly use the rest for oil palm. Please, do you intend to use a bit of the land for, say, cassava, maize, and those kind of things, but majorly use the rest of the land for oil palm? All right, so what we are doing is currently I'm intercropping the oil palm with other annual crops like cassava and then plantain. But eventually the whole place will be for oil palm. I don't intend using portions for other produce. So let me also ask you this about getting the land, the ebunu format that you have used. Do you think it will be useful to you, or do you think it has been useful to you? Yes, it has. It's an investment. Though the whole land does not belong to me, I still have my portion in it. So it has benefited me. And what is the size of the land? Oh, okay. So this one is 10 acres. Okay. So now let's talk about when you acquired the land and how much money was taken for an acre. All right. So at the time I was charged 200 Ghana cedis per acre.
Okay.
Apart from the fee that witnesses took.
Okay.
Yes.
And that was when?
That was 2016-17 crop year.
2016. That was when you did the cocoa, which you said did not do well.
Yes, that was it was a virgin forest. I was now coming to acquire it.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's talk about the aftermath when you wanted to do the oil palm. That would be the second time you wanted to try your hands on the land.
Yes.
Did they take the same amount of money for the acre?
No. It was just a commitment fee of 500 Ghana cedis.
For the 10 acres?
Yes.
So let's say that in the 2016, you paid about 2,000 Ghana cedis for the 10 acres of land, which if you had wanted to buy would have been more than now.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's compare it to the price of land over here. For an acre of land, how much is it?
For an acre of a farmland, currently is around 8,000.
Here?
Yes.
Okay.
It's around 8,000, 9,000.
Okay. So when you do that comparison, it means that the 2016 time that you paid 200 cedis for 1 acre of land, which the total would have been, or the total was 2,000, is good for you.
Yes.
As compared to you purchasing it.
It was good. Yes. Looking at the whole thing and arrangement at the time when I was acquiring the land, you know, it was cheap. And that is one advantage of the Abunu.
Okay.
So when you don't have enough capital or a big capital to acquire the land permanently, then you can opt for the Abunu.
Okay.
At least you have, this is 10 acres. At least once it is divided, I have 5 acres.
Yeah.
And that 5 acres, I will be farming on it for the next 30 years or 35 years before the oil palm will be old enough for me to say that they are no more productive, so I'm getting rid of it.
Okay.
But then I'm even old, so that is it.
Okay, guys, so we are here talking about how this gentleman acquired his land. Now I know the details of the Ebunu, what goes in and out. And if you are going to plant and you have the land for 30 years, 35 years, and whatever number of years, depending on what you planted on the land, then it also means that you are going to save money. Because if 1 acre of land here is 8,000 cedis, and he had to buy all the 10 acres, that would mean he had to get about 80,000 Ghana cedis to be able to buy 1 acre of land here times 10. So the Ebunu has helped him to get his land and he's farming on it conveniently. So will you be willing to show us around your farm?
Oh yes, currently I have planted some already, and I've cleared portions for farming this year, this crop season. So we shall go through we shall survey the entire place, and then I will show you around.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Guys, since he has agreed to do this, I think we'll go there and see what he has. Ahwefo, ni aye kan nyina no, eye asase a ope wo Ghana ha, ubetumi anya. Se won pesa obeto, ana se wo sika no, ba pesa odi sika no kosi wo dan, na emom still na pesa wo ye afu a, ubetumi ayusu sa ebunu ne ebusan yi na wo de anya asase e de aye wo afu. Na asase ne amani je ho ewo saa ebunu ne ebusan ho ne se wo je sika ketewa bi keke na wo de asase na ma wo na wo ye wie a mo ache enti eye pa me eye ma me minim sa wo nso eye ma wo ana sa enye ma wo ma me hu e wo comment ho no mo na ye mbo aboye ho ne ye nkwohwe asase no so ne a wadua wo ho no. So guys, this is a land very bushy and has been weeded. You see the trees here. You have to hire labor, real labor to come and weed. And you also have to get those guys who are use the dormer machine to come and cut all the trees before you can burn the land. So this land is different from where we went last time. That land is at Agric, and this place is Trifo, Minase. Okay. So which way are we going?
Because I have maybe one. So all these portions have been weeded. So all these portions, it extends to the raffia palm over there, have been weeded for this crop year planting. And then it extends all the way up there. You see the big tree over there.
Yeah, that tree.
It extends behind it.
But
So
the way you are showing us, we can't see the whole farm, or we can't roam on it. We can't roam.
we can. So let's go. Let's pass here.
Yes, let's pass through the other side where we see a bit of the oil palm that has been planted, so that.
Yeah, so we will get there.
Okay. Do you have permanent laborers that work here, or when you need them,
No.
then you go and search for them?
No, they are casual laborers. As and when I need them, I search for them and
Okay.
get them clear the land for me.
How expensive is it, and how easy is it to get labor for your work?
Currently, it is not easy getting laborers to work on your farm. It is very, very difficult because this year, for instance, I started searching for laborers since December, and I couldn't get. I couldn't get laborers until February, towards ending of February, before I got people to wait for me. So it has even delayed the farming process.
Okay.
Because you know this is a virgin land, virgin forest. You have to clear it first. There are bigger trees that needs to be felled down before you wait for it to dry, and then bend it.
Yeah.
After burning, there will be a lot of debris and other things. You have to get rid of all those things before you continue farming on it.
Okay.
So it has delayed me.
Okay.
Because we are yet to bend the place and then continue.
And how expensive is it?
1 acre, clearing it, and also cutting the shrubs and making sure that it is ready for you to burn. The acre will cost you 750 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
1 acre will cost you.
And how many workers will work on that acre?
Oh,
and how many days will it take?
That one, it depends on the capacity. Some people, you know, some people when they come, like at this car attitude, they will come today, tomorrow they will not come. But some people are very serious. For instance, this year, those guys that I had to clear the land, they were very serious. So it took them just some few days to clear it, and they were 4. So the number of them will also determine. So in my case, they were 4, and then they cleared it. It was around 6 acres.
Is this one of your oil palm?
Yes, yes. This.
How old is this one?
This one is in the 2nd year.
But when can it start fruiting?
Oh, about 3-4 years. Let us by 4 years, you start seeing signs.
Okay. So that's a cassava you said you have?
Yes. So
around.
these are all cassavas that we are harvesting at the moment. And by 4-5 years, when the palm fronds will start crossing over to form a shade where cassava will not do well on it, at least you might have harvested dozens of cassava.
Yeah. So these big trees ahead of us, do you intend to cut them or you just want to maintain it?
Yes, so I've actually reserved them for a purpose.
Okay.
Yes. So by and by I'll be cutting them and sawmill it for building purposes.
Okay. This oil palm looks as though it's falling off. What might have caused it to
Yes.
do this?
So I don't actually know what is happening to it. It appears there was a storm. Or
it won't
no.
be able to stand, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I will have to come and stake it.
Do you stake oil palm?
Yes, you can. Every plant can stake at a point when you realize that it is no longer able to support itself. You can stake it
okay.
until the roots are deeply rooted, that it can support itself.
Okay.
I think it is possible.
Yeah.
So this one I'll come and look at what really happened and the support that I have to give to it.
Okay.
For it to
okay. So thank you very much for allowing us to tour your farm. At least we've seen the 2-year oil palm and we've seen the other crops that you have here. We are hoping that in some years to come you start harvesting, and when you start harvesting, you invite us to also come and witness it.
All right. Let's pass
Hey,
this.
Brody Bini. Brody, where the energy cow? This plantain, you have to cut it so that we take it to. Otherwise, you come back and somebody will make good use of it. So, guys, that's all for today. So, what person we have for Ghana ha? A full year day, me bo abaso. Na ma sha won kran say, koswa ka wasam a woka da bia so be ya fu no. Na ma na nya kasa nko a. Na mmom be mia ho na watu anamon. Mema bibi bia nya wo akwansidi, mema sika nya wo akwansidi, mema asase nya wo akwansidi. Mema obi ano kase bi obeka say, afu de enye kona kwaya de foforo no mema enye wo akwansidi. Fa hye otim se, eye wo na wore ye wade. Na wonim say nti a wore ye nso, na wo ye nso a ebe ye. Nti me hye won kran say, ade biara pese oye bia no, a efa afu ye ho. Say wo bedua enobai anasa wo benya mmoa no, me hye won kran say koso na mioni na ye na ebedi mu ama wo. Meda mo ase se mo ahwe Frenat Farms. Mo subscribe to Frenat Farms. Na ye be hia wo ye video a edi achi ni mu. Mo bye bye.